They're both giants in the accounting world, but when it comes to managing your business finances, which platform truly makes it easier? QuickBooks or Xero? On one side, we have the trusted, feature-packed QuickBooks. On the other, the modern, user-friendly Xero. We're testing them across the categories that matter most to you: pricing, features, usability, integrations, and more. Let's set aside the marketing claims and focus on what really works for real businesses. Each round will award points, so by the finish, you'll know exactly which platform takes the crown. And believe me, this face-off has some surprises. Let's get into it. Alright, here's the big picture of what we're going to compare. We've got pricing, features, integrations, ease of use, international capabilities, and support. That should pretty much cover everything you'd want to know before you pick one of these. First up, pricing. So, QuickBooks? Yeah, they always have those flashy promo deals floating around, and their tiered plans are honestly pretty handy. The catch? Those discounts don't stick around forever, and suddenly you're paying extra for payroll or any cool add-ons you need. Now, Xero? Super simple pricing. No complicated fine print, and you can just invite anyone to your account, which is, amazing if your team is growing. But heads up, there's no forever free plan, and you might notice a few features missing that you'd get bundled elsewhere. Still, if we're keeping score, Xero definitely wins this one for being way more upfront and flexible. Next, let's talk features. QuickBooks? Oh, it's stacked. Seriously. Reporting, invoicing, payroll, even inventory, and they even have industry-specific editions. It's almost ridiculous. But here's the thing. Some of those great extras are behind. You guessed it, extra fees, and the interface can feel a little, old school now and then. Meanwhile, Xero, their user interface is honestly gorgeous, super modern. It handles your invoicing, bank stuff, and basic needs really well, though it's not as deep on payroll unless you're in the US and you might miss a few niche tricks. In terms of pure horsepower, QuickBooks takes the edge here, but if you want simple and sleek, Xero's not far behind. Now, integrations. QuickBooks connects to the basics for sure. Banks, some apps, and there's a decent marketplace for add-ons, but occasionally you'll need to pay a little extra to link everything up. On the flip, Xero is like an open playground. Tons of third-party integrations, and if you've got a developer pal or like to tinker, that open API means you can really get creative. Main caveat, sometimes an app you want is locked to a specific region, but still, for pure integration potential, Xero runs away with this round. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know that Xero actually started out in New Zealand, and now it's helping over 3 million businesses worldwide do their books? That global game is strong. How about ease of use? This one's fun. QuickBooks has that classic look, right? If you've used accounting stuff before, it feels familiar. But man, it can get dense, and there's a definite learning curve for newbies. Meanwhile, Xero, it's made to look clean. Onboarding's a breeze, and even if you're not a numbers person, you can figure it out without too much fuss. The only thing some US folks might notice is the odd bit of weird terminology. But overall, Xero for the win. It just feels so much lighter and more modern. And international features. Okay, if you're mostly US or Canada based, QuickBooks is solid, no surprises there. But if you're dreaming bigger, like taking your business global, that's where things get dicey. Xero's got multi-currency down, is built for all sorts of international tax rules, and, no joke, it's huge outside the US. The only gotcha is payroll isn't worldwide, just select countries, but honestly, for global entrepreneurs, Xero kind of wipes the floor here. Last category, support. So QuickBooks actually shines here, weirdly enough. If you're on the right plan, support is 24/7, and US users get loads of resources and handholding. Do people complain about long waits? Yeah, for sure. But Xero support is more about good guides in-app, and if you want to talk to a real person, it can be a bit hit or miss. So for classic customer service and help, QuickBooks actually takes this one. If we line up all those categories and scores side by side, it's super clear where each tool stands out. Xero absolutely dominates on things like pricing, integrations, international, and, honestly, ease of use. QuickBooks, that feature depth and support, especially for American businesses, still pretty unbeatable. So, you know what? It really depends on what you need. But if we're naming a winner based on the bigger picture, Xero's the one that edges it out. If you run a US-based company that needs basically every accounting bell and whistle, QuickBooks is still solid. But if you want unlimited users, love modern software, and maybe dream about scaling globally, Xero's definitely the pick. If you found this helpful, make sure to stick around so you don't miss the next